What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we have another episode of the series, Why Are People Farming It? A series where I will eventually go through every single dungeon and raid in the game and talk a little bit about why people are farming those instances. And in today's episode, we have the TBC dungeon, Ramparts. So I'm going to take you guys through that. Before I do so, though, I do have to say a massive thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. This is a digital guide that you can easily open up on your computer, and it features all the best tactics and methods that I personally use in order to make hundreds of millions of gold. The best part about it is the fact that it comes with a lifetime of free updates, meaning that whenever there's a new patch or even expansion, I simply update the exact same gold guide with the new best methods, and then I send that to your email completely for free. So you can check it out with the link down below in the description. Use the discount code STUDENT and you'll get it for 50% off. And that discount code also works for the Mist of Pandaria Classic Gold Guide. So if you're playing Mob Classic, make sure to also check out that one. Now, I'm going to show you guys the run that I do in Ramparts. I'm not sure if you can even call it a route because there's no alternative ways that you can walk in, right? It's pretty straightforward. It's a very short dungeon, and that plays in to one of the reasons why people are farming Ramparts. Because TBC dungeons, there is no like collectible tradable item that is specific to a dungeon, meaning that if you do Monotombs, Shadow Labs, Ramparts, Underbug, and so on, like those dungeons don't have an item that is specific to it, like you see in a lot of other expansions, like Classic WoW. You run Uldaman, and Uldaman can drop a couple of items that can only drop inside of Uldaman, and so on. But TBC doesn't have that, so there's like a couple of different things that separates the dungeon, and why some people are doing one dungeon over another. Also, why people have a couple of TBC dungeons in their rotation to make sure to get their full loot table. So, the one of the benefits about running like Hellfire Ramparts is the fact that you kill a lot of mobs per hour, because the density is very good in Ramparts. As you can see, like it's a short distance between each of the packs. And it also has a different loot table than some of the other TBC dungeons. It basically drops different green items. It's also a very short dungeon to do, so you can kick out 10 runs in absolutely no time. It's like 18, 20 minutes. Really depends on what class you're playing on. Do you have a speed set, etc.? But very short dungeon. Now, I do always kill these two bosses right here, but once I get to the bridge, I can't be arsed to kill the boss that comes down from the dragon. I simply kill these 4 mobs, and once I've killed those, then I'm going to jump down right here, and boom. That was the full run of Hellfire Ramparts. So, there is no specific dungeon to Ramparts, but it has good mob density, very short dungeon. So now I want to show you guys a couple of reasons why people are farming TBC dungeons in general, right? And that is because you can get world drop epics, unique appearance transmog items, such as a couple of examples: the Blade of Wizardry, Staff of Natural Fury, the Singing Crystal Axe, and a bunch more. On top of that, you can also get a big, like a massive variety of open world drop patterns and plans for professions, such as the plans for the Fellsteel Longblades. Those are like epics, can drop in all of these dungeons. Ramparts is good because the effective mob kill per hour is really good in the dungeon, and it has a lot of good green items. Like, Ramparts is one of the best places to go at if you want to fill up your auction house. Now, I saved a couple of items just to show you guys the typical item that you want to keep. So, if you should get the add-on, I'm going to show you guys the add-on All the Things. It's probably just called ATT on here, isn't it? What? All collection. Under here, there you go, all the things. Because when you have this one, you can hover above an item and it can tell you how many shared appearances it has. So I saved a couple bad ones, As you can see when I hover above this one, it has the Orcish War Chain in the tooltip, but it also has 4 other items. Now, those 4 items have the exact same appearance as the War Chain, or like this belt right here. You can see there's a ton of different appearances. Some people are like 100% completionists, and they need one of each type. They don't care if it looks the same, but they are way tougher to sell. Now, Ramparts luckily drops a ton of items that looks like this. Starfire gloves, it's the only item in the game with its exact appearance. Same thing with the unyielding helm, same thing with the Hellfire cloak, and these are just some items. Sure, some of them are only going to be like 300 gold, 700 gold, but you're also going to get those items that are a couple of thousand gold, and then 10,000 gold, 20,000 gold. It's just insane for filling up your auction house with unique appearance transmog. Because one thing that a lot of people don't know when it comes to selling transmog is that people don't look at an item and be like, yeah, that cloak looks like shit, I'm not going to buy that. Or this headpiece looks very generic, like who would want to pay for that? Because you got to realize that probably as much as 90% of the transmog sales, they get bought by people that have absolutely no intention of ever using it as a transmog. They're just completionists. They're using the add-on all the things in order to collect every appearance in the game. They're collectors, but they're not planning on using it. So it doesn't matter what it looks like, transmog on your toon. The only thing that matters is if it has a unique appearance, because then the collectors are going to need it. So Ramparts, really, really good to fill up the auction house. And then, of course, it helps that you have a chance at getting those big boy epics. But that's pretty much the reason why people are farming Ramparts. Now, there is some TBC dungeons that has a little bit more depth to it, and I'm going to get to those videos eventually, so make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and you'll be notified as soon as those videos hits. And if you already have the gold guide for the version of the game that you're playing, consider joining the VIP Discord, because once you join in, you can, in fact, watch all of my YouTube videos before they go public on YouTube, giving you a slight advantage, but it also gives you access to exclusive gold tips, multiple spreadsheets for gold making, TSM groups and operations, and you can even get access to my investments for stuff such as player housing, upcoming patches, upcoming expansions, and much, much more. So that will also be linked down below in the description together with the gold guide. And I do have to say once again, really do appreciate the support on the gold guides. You guys are the absolute best. Not only are you picking it up, but also taking the time to leave like a rating of feedback on it, and all the positive feedback really, really makes my day and makes me want to continue to develop the gold guides even further so that you just become better and better and better. But enough of me rambling. That's everything that you can farm for in the Ramparts. It is a very good dungeon. I also have a video, loot from 100 Ramparts runs, that you can check out on the YouTube channel if you want to see what I got farming it for 10 hours or 100 runs. But with that being said, I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.